Welcome to the Concept Solutions CS-Tube New Employee 104 Programs Module Video Training course. This course will show you how to use all the features of CSI's Programs module. If you are an employee or subcontractor with Concept Solutions, you will use this module to interact with your team and stay up to date with team news. If you are a project manager, you will maintain this module and make updates to the content, as well as use the PM toolkit. This class is intended for those who have a valid CSI account and work on a valid Concept Solutions project. You should also have taken the CSI 100 video training course. After taking this course, you will be able to understand basic navigation within the Programs module, the functions of each of the module's links and features, and how you can maximize these functions to collaborate with your project team. In this course, we will log into CSI, learn how to access the Programs module, explain the function of the module's links and associated features, and give you an overview of how you can use these features. The Programs module is a key module of CSI and is based on project teams. If you work for a particular project, you will be able to access your project space through this module. To access the Programs module, log into CSI and click on the Programs module in the lower left navigation pane. The Programs module homepage is displayed. This module is divided into folders that are always displayed in the upper left navigation pane. Each folder has an arrow icon to the left, which when expanded displays standard links to various tools unique to this module: a project directory, file system, calendar, and wall. The folders you will see are called Active and Archive. The Active folder is the parent folder for all active projects and is expanded by default to display all the projects you have been added as a resource on. The main pane of the Programs module home page displays the project name and a brief description of all active projects in CSI, even if you do not directly work on that project. However, projects that you work directly on are hyperlinked and take you to that project's specific space when you click on it. For example, if you work on the ESG project, clicking on the ESG takes you to the project's homepage and toolkit. Let's click on the word Programs in the upper left navigation pane to return to the main homepage. You will see that the Active folder is expanded by default. In our example on screen, the ESG folder is displayed under the Active folder, indicating that the user works on the ESG project. Using the ESG folder as a sample project space, let's take a look at the standard features. As a regular employee, you will see 4 standard links located at the root level of the project folder. The links are the project directory, file system, calendar, and project wall. Let's look at each of these in detail. Clicking on the project directory displays the employee list page. This page contains a hyperlinked list of all employees and subcontractors who work on your project. It also contains other relevant information about the person in a grid format. Clicking on the hyperlink name takes you to the person's personal CSI wall, where you can post a message or see their wall activity. You can also sort your project directory by active or inactive personnel. The next link is the file system. Clicking on the file system displays the project's content management repository in a hierarchical folder and file structure. Here's where your project must store documentation shared by the team. If your customer requires you to maintain your documentation on a customer content management repository, such as the Federal Aviation Administration's Knowledge Services Network, you will probably store all your documentation on the customer repository. Coming back now to your CSI project file system only for the type of documentation determined for storage by your project manager. In the example of the ESG project, all documentation is stored on the ESG program's module project file system. Depending on the type of access you have been granted, you can right-click on any folder or file within this file system to display a list of menu commands, standard to any CSI file system. These menu commands allow you to create a new folder, view your file system's index, upload a new file, edit the name of the selected folder or file, delete the selected folder or file, copy or cut the selected folder or file for pasting elsewhere within the same file system, and set the selected folder or file's specific access control. Let's move on to the calendar link. Clicking on the calendar link displays your project-specific calendar. As with any CSI calendar, depending on the type of access you've been granted, you can view events, create new events, delete events, and create sub-calendars. All project team members can view the project's events. The last link in the set of 4 standard links is the project wall. Unlike the individual walls of your project team members that you can access through their project directory, the group wall is available to all project team members and displays an image and description that represents the project. Use this group wall to collaborate with your team and project manager, share timely project information, report successful deliverables, or share just about anything that would be useful to your team. In this course, you have learned about the Programs Module Universal Homepage and the Active Folder. You have also learned about the project space and the set of 4 standard links available to all project team members. In addition, you have obtained an overview of each standard link, its function, and the purpose it serves as a project tool. Thank you for attending the CSI Programs Module 104 video training course on CSTube. Please provide feedback by taking the anonymous course evaluation survey provided at the end through a link. Please contact the HR assistant with any questions. For more detailed information, you may refer to the Employee Handbook. We look forward to having you on another CSTube video training.